My husband is mommy.
Okay,
My mother-in-law.
I see you.
Mommy.
So welcome aboard, friends. Welcome aboard.
Take a picture of it. Oh yeah, video.
Energy for our next. Hunt, and down he goes. The females do most of the.
Tinsei, are you happy to see your cousin, your family?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't look like I'm smiling, but I'm.
Oh, well, I need to film when we're talking each other outside. Isn't this riding?
It is.
Is that scary?
Of course.
Do not say, of course.
No, it's just a trap.
So this time, finally we met my husband's sister family and my mother-in-law. Everybody going to ride Kilimanjaro.
I just want to go home.
What? Get out or you go home.
Well, just go to the pool.
Okay, this is my sister-in-law family. And this is my nephew Joshua. This is a niece, my Amaya.
I think that's for a different. I know.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. Come here. And this is my little nephew Idu. You're gonna be my YouTuber, okay? What do you mean no? And here my brother-in-law Joseph and my mother-in-law. Is there no complaining? You go home.
That's for a second because what's it called? I had to put my pants in there, but it didn't hold.
My husband is mommy,
Okay,
my
yeah.
mother-in-law.
I see you.
Mommy, you're gonna be my YouTuber, it's okay? Yeah. Yeah, all cousins. Hold this.
So welcome aboard, friends. Welcome aboard.
Take a picture of it. Oh yeah, video.
Oh, can you do that like this outside?
Now, another phrase we like to say here is twende, and that means let's go.
Got it in your pocket. Where's it?
Well, Jumbo, everyone. My name is Jordan, and I'll be your safari tour guide here at the Harambe Wildlife Reserve.
Found it?
I just have a few safety reminders for everyone on board. We're going to remain fully seated throughout our entire journey today. That includes the little ones, and even when we're stopped. No Simba moments there, parents. And please keep all hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the ride vehicle at all times. But right now, we're entering the Little Aturi Forest. The Little Aturi Forest is known for its animals with camouflage. That just means that the color or pattern on their coat helps them blend into their surroundings. That also means we might have to keep a pretty sharp eye out for these guys. But already on the right-hand side across the river there, that big brown animal is the okapi. The stripes on their legs might make you think the okapi is related to the zebra, but they're actually the closest relative of the giraffe. We can tell this from the shape of their skull, but they also have a prehensile tongue like a giraffe, which just means they're able to grab onto things easier with it. And on the left-hand side, at the top of the hill, there are those black and white birds. Those are called saddle-billed storks. They're actually the largest stork species in all of Africa. They stand at about 5 feet tall and have a 9-foot wingspan. For reference, that canopy above your heads is 9 feet wide.
Oh, wow.
Oh, and I already see our next animal coming down the hill here. Coming up on the left-hand side, I see a black rhino. Black rhinos weigh between, oh, there's actually another one here laying down by the logs. You can see how they camouflage in really well with the rocks there. So we have two black rhinos here. Black rhinos weigh between 2,000 and 3,000 pounds. And folks, unfortunately, these guys are critically endangered. Less than 5,000 in the entire world left. Poachers like to target them for their horns, but their horns are actually made out of the same thing that our fingernails and hair is made out of, which is keratin. So it holds no purpose whatsoever.
Is that so? What is that animal you heard?
Now these rust-colored antelope coming up on the hill on the right-hand side, those are called bongos. And bongos are known as the ghosts of the forest because they're a pretty rare sight to see.
Huh.
Look at that. Just junk.
When we went to safari too, you're feeding the
And right now we're exiting the little Aturi forest, but we're heading to the Safi River, which is home to a lot more aquatic wildlife,
We do
like
have
the
a tour.
hippo
Your brother
and
likes
the
actually.
crocodile.
Good expression. What? Crocodile?
Oh, that's too high.
But first up, these gray birds coming up on the right-hand side, these are called pink-backed pelicans. And pink-backed pelicans get that name from a pink coloration they get on their back during mating season, almost like they're blushing. But I do see a couple of Nile hippopotamus in the water here on the right-hand side. I actually see two blowing bubbles by that log.
Oh, what's that?
And now, even though hippos spend most of their life in the water, they're actually not the greatest swimmers. Instead, they more so walk or glide at the bottom of the riverbed there. So they're a little too heavy to float. And hippos can hold their breath on average for 8 minutes long. They've even been known to fall asleep under the water, and then they just rise to take that breath unconsciously while they're still asleep. It's just a reflex for them. I'm pretty sure those guys back there were even asleep. Now hippos can weigh up to 5,000 pounds, but don't let that body weight fool you though, because they can still charge at 35 miles per hour on land. And I see a couple more Nile hippopotamus on the left-hand side playing by their waterfall there. But also in these waters I do see some Nile crocodiles. The biggest difference between a crocodile and an alligator is that crocodile... I need everyone fully seated there, friends. We're about to go over a crocodile bridge. I need everyone fully seated. Pink shirt all the way in the back.
Where? No.
The biggest difference between crocodiles and alligators is that crocodiles have a V-shaped snout and alligators have a U-shaped snout. Crocodiles also have those interlocking teeth outside their mouth, giving them that crocodile smile. And the Nile crocodiles, specifically like the ones we saw back there, have been known to reach 20 feet in length. So they are truly living dinosaurs.
Now the more at Melina.
Right now we're leaving the Safi River and we're heading to the savannah.
That's a real story.
Very pretty.
And we're going to be greeted onto the savannah by a baobab tree. Is going to be this big bald tree on your right-hand side, but it also goes by another name, the upside down tree.
Upside down.
And that's because its branches kind of look more like roots, don't you think?
It is.
It won't have leaves for up to 10 months of the year, and that's to help conserve water. It'll store that water in its big trunk, and then during drought season, animals will puncture holes into the trunk to take advantage of that water stored inside, also giving it the name, the Tree of Life. And now you folks get a gorgeous overlook view here of our savannah. The savannah is home to a lot more famous, larger African mammal species that you might be familiar with. But one animal you might not be so familiar with is coming up on our right-hand side. It's these tiny s'mores-colored antelope. These are called springbok. And springbok can jump 6 feet high and 13 feet across in a single bound, almost as if they have springs on their hooves. And these guys actually do a funny behavior called pronking. It's where they jump with all 4 legs in the air, and that's kind of like when your dogs get the zoomies. We do have some predators here on the left-hand side. Laying in their cave there, I do see some painted dogs, commonly confused for hyenas. We're gonna get a little bit closer here. Painted dogs get their name for that mosaic pattern they have on their coat there. And painted dogs are actually the most successful hunters in the entire animal kingdom. They have an 85% success rate on every hunt. Compare that to the lion, who only has about a 30% success rate.
Ooh.
Just like doggies.
And also on the left-hand side, I do see some brown animals laying in the shade there. Those are sable antelope. You might notice they have those curved back horns, and those curved back horns come in handy when they need to defend themselves against predators that might come up from behind, like the painted dogs we saw back there actually. And in fight or flight situations, the sable antelope tend to fight rather than flight. And that's why we chose to make them our logo here at the Harambe Wildlife Reserve. And these tall dirt stacks on your left-hand side, these are actually termite mounds. I know, gross. Termite mounds are made out of dirt, clay, saliva, and dung. And they're as strong as concrete. They have to be because even elephants will use them as scratching posts. Now, dung is not my first choice in building material. It's probably my number 2. Thank you, folks. I'll be here all week. Look at that. Everyone's out on the savannah today. Alright, so I'm going to work from the right. So on the right hand side, those gray animals laying in the shade there, those are wildebeest. Then that big brown animal standing by that tree stump, that is the eland. And the eland is actually the largest antelope species in the world. Standing about 6 feet tall and can jump 6 feet high. But coming up on the left and right hand side, it looks like we have some Maasai giraffe in the area. Maasai giraffes stand between 16 to 20 feet tall. And just as they're doing here, they spend about 18 hours of their entire day eating.
Coming to you.
And it looks like we have some Hartman's mountain zebra here as well. Every single zebra stripe pattern is unique to all of them, kind of like how our fingerprints are unique to all of us. It's a way of identifying everyone.
Oh my god. Ooh.
Like a baby
And fun fact, we actually share the same amount of neck bones as a giraffe. Theirs are just a lot bigger. But they have 7 neck bones and we have 7 neck bones.
How do they only have 7? Pretty strong though.
This is this one, right?
Neat.
Now coming up on the right hand side, look in between the palm trees here, those absolutely massive horns belong to the Ankoli cattle. Also called Watusi cattle, named after the Watusi people who first domesticated them.
That's what exotic.
Those horns have been known to reach 6 feet in length, and they might look heavy, but they're actually hollow inside. And then we are going to get a better look at some wildebeest here on the right hand side, these gray animals laying in the shade. Wildebeest get their name from the Afrikaans word that means wild beast. But you also might know them as the gnu, spelled G-N-U. And that's because they make a sound like new, new. So you can remember that cows go moo and wildebeest go new. And now we're just gonna dip into the watering hole here real quick.
I like elephant. Ooh, water!
Water.
So this is fast going water.
Yeah, it's like off-roading.
What?
We're like off-roading in Ashley.
And then coming up on our left-hand side, we're gonna have some greater flamingos.
Oh yeah.
Greater flamingos are the largest of the flamingo species. They stand at about 4 feet tall and have an 8-foot wingspan. And you might have heard that flamingos get that pink coloration from the shrimp that they eat, and that is true. These flamingos eat brine shrimp, which is rich in keratin. It helps with their vitamin A consumption, but also makes them that pink color as a side effect. And we know that they're not naturally pink on their own because when the chicks first hatch, they're actually gray in coloration. Oh, and a group of flamingos, it's called a flamboyance. That's a flamboyance of flamingos back there.
That's why they have that safety net.
Are you okay? You have fun?
And the animals escape. It's like a swing.
Kangaji, are you okay?
Yes, I am.
Indo voice.
We do have some African elephants there to the left-hand side.
This automatically looks like big traps. If you need to close the gate. Like, you know, Jurassic World when the dinosaurs get out. Am I?
Now these mud pits, like the ones
the
here on the
gate,
left-hand
that's why they
side,
have
were
the
actually
pools.
dug out by white rhinos here on the reserve.
And then we can close it.
So keep our eyes up for white rhinos in the
Oh
area.
my god.
The dinosaur.
Oh
You
shit.
can think of
The
rhinos as
dinosaurs
big
get out.
pigs because they love to roll around in the mud.
Elephant though.
It's a way of cooling off that hot African sun, but it also helps clean them off. It gets rid of bacteria and other parasites.
This Florida is
So
the
by getting
perfect
dirty,
setting Africa.
they're actually
isn't
getting
it?
clean.
They cannot put the.
And as we saw
Where is it?
earlier,
My
it's kind of
country.
hard to
I
spot some
don't-
rhinos.
Tennessee.
They blend in pretty well despite
We
their
do
size.
have a winter. Cannot
So
put
keep
it
a sharp eye out
Africa.
for white rhinos.
Even San Diego.
On there on the left-hand side, look for yellow and white, and you spot the fastest land animal on Earth, the
Oh,
cheetah.
where? Oh, cheetah.
Cheetahs
Where
have been
is
known
it?
to reach 70 miles an hour. That is a 7-0. And they can reach that speed in just 3 seconds. The reason that they're able to reach those high speeds is because, unlike most big cats, cheetahs actually cannot retract their claws. That's what helps them dig into the ground to get that
They are
track.
hot. Cheetahs are
And I
moving.
think I found those white rhinos I was talking about earlier.
What the
Coming
heck?
up on the left-hand side, these are white rhinos. White rhinos are the largest of the rhino species. They can weigh up to 5,000 pounds. And right in front of the ride path she
Of course,
goes.
yes, crossing.
Oh,
Crossing a
Yes.
road.
It's so big and old already.
you cannot zoom, 여보. When you film me, you cannot zoom. Oh my goodness.
These are the white rhino, right?
Sir, you better hurry up, sir. Right?
It's a male.
And he said, no, this is
Yes,
my
so these are white rhinos, and the difference between a white and black rhino is actually from a mistranslation. They get their name from the Afrikaans word that's white, which was thought to mean white, but it actually means wide, spelled W-I-D-E. And that's because if you get a good look at their mouth there, their mouth is a lot wider than their black rhino cousins we saw earlier. The black rhino's mouth almost comes down to a point. Oh no, who is that?
Are you okay?
You know, right, Joshua? They're
Now,
they
our
might
rescuers
have
of the
done
animal
this
care
with
team are currently trying to coax the rhinos out of the ride path,
Oh.
but they have been known to be stubborn. We like to call these here on the safari a giraffic jam. They're pretty common here on the reserve, as this is these animals' home, so they have the right of way on the ride path. And this is the one time you can smile for traffic, because it just means you're going to get up close and personal look at these animals here.
Yes.
There's 3 already. Linus is right there, I think.
Oh, we cannot go there. That's why he cannot.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
That's why he cannot.
Oh my god, there's another one.
Now, a group of rhinos is called a crash, and that's usually for their next energy for their next hunt, and down he goes. The females do most of the hunting, while the males do that stay-at-home dad work. The males watch over the cubs, they guard over that territory, but the males have been known to participate in the occasional hunt.
Then another one, baby.
So they just live in the
That one, no? Baby.
And lions are nocturnal hunters, so they're more active in the nighttime, which is why they're always sleeping during the day. But you can hear a lion's roar from up to 5 miles away.
Wow.
At full volume. We got a little tidbit of a roar there.
There.
That's a dad.
I don't
I
need
think
to
that's the
see
dad.
your part. Big part.
That's like your big butt.
Oh, look at that.
Dad.
Wow, it is huge. Oh my goodness. What?
Face. Oh, there's another one there. Oh, another
I got a pretty.
I want to see us again. I want to hold it.
I cannot see.
Now, I think we saw a little too much of the white rhinos there, so let's see what else we can find here in the reserve.
Crop the photo.
And there on the left-hand side, I do see some warthogs against that rock wall there coming out of their home. Warthogs are the largest burrowing species, and fun fact, it is only their 2nd week out on the savannah, so they're still getting used to all these trucks and all these different animals. But so far, they're doing very well out here. No, they're not the white rhinos again. But how about instead some ostrich coming up on your right-hand side? You can see their long necks sticking above the bushes there. Ostriches are the largest bird species, but that also makes them flightless, as those wings cannot support that body weight. But while the cheetah is the fastest land
We
animal on
fed them,
4
right?
legs, the ostrich is the
safari
fastest
too.
land animal on 2 legs. They can reach 40
You know how they
miles
eat
an
it?
hour.
The big head.
Yeah.
What doors? It's crazy they're eating shit. Looks like they never feeding them.
You want pizza? Yeah, I can tell that.
Oh my god.
And right now we're approaching the
Right,
warden's
for me,
post here.
You know, like.
The warden is responsible for protecting all the animals here on the reserve.
Well, you're gonna
But the
order?
warden has been known to have some
Hold on.
Nigerian dwarf
You are
goats
going to
around.
your hotel?
No, for
They're super
that.
handy to have on the reserve because, well, they are nature's lawn mowers. They're able to eat a lot more toxic and tougher vegetation that a lot of other animals just can't digest. And their milk is sweeter and more rich in protein
Is that
than
corn,
cow's
baby?
milk.
Yes, it's gold.
These might look like baby goats, but these guys are actually fully grown. They're just known for their small size, giving them their name, the Nigerian dwarf goat.
You want like this?
But
Ooh.
now we have seen a lot of amazing animals here today. Maybe a little too much of the white rhinos there. But these animals still do need our help in the wild. So some ways we can help them out from home is by conserving our electrical and water usage. That can be as simple as turning off the sink while you're brushing your teeth, or turning off a
You
light
need to
in a
ask
room
your
you're not
brother.
using.
Yeah.
He's a
But we
picky
can
boy.
also
Some
recycle.
lips is beautiful,
And we
right?
can recycle items like paper materials, plastics,
I
and
cannot
even
eat pork
your
chop. Let me
electronic
see.
devices. Your tablets, laptops, and cell phones all require a mineral called coltan to be
I
made.
don't know if it's pork.
And coltan is
Oh,
from
what
the
again?
mine of Central Africa.
I swear.
Unfortunately, these harmful mining practices destroy these animals' natural habitat. So by recycling your electronic devices and allowing them to be reused, you're helping out animals like the African
Wow,
wolf,
that's
the
nice.
cheetah,
High five.
the white rhino that we saw here today. But it looks like our safari is coming to an end. So if I have any wilderness explorers on board, you've
No,
been on the
Anna.
Simba 1.
Are you sure?
It is SIMBA1 and you've earned your
we need to ask
safari
him
badge. You
when we
collect
get
that
out.
right after our exit.
So
We're
where
going to
was
be
the
dropping you off
elevator?
right where I picked you up, actually.
Yep, mommy.
Now we can say Jumbo to all of our friends here. Jumbo, friends.
Jumbo.
Amber.
Hamburger.
Just before the...
And now we can say Jumbo to
Oh,
Sarah.
maybe I have to
Jumbo,
go to
Sarah.
vacation.
Now you folks are getting a little backstage tour here of our operations at Kilimanjaro Safaris. And you might have been to Magic Kingdom and been on our sister attraction, the Jungle Cruise. Well, here at Kilimanjaro Safaris, we have something a little bit better than the backside of water. We have the underside of bridges. So take a photo, savor this moment. It won't last long. You'll actually be crossing over these bridges to get back to the village of Harambe.
You have any places? You need to watch it. Kitty X. Hold on, X or Kitty?
But now it has been my genuine pleasure being your safari tour guide here today. Once again, my name is Jordan from Illinois. I hope you're able to see some of your favorite African animals on the safari today, and I hope you come back and visit us real soon, because every safari is different than the last.
Yeah.
Now make sure you check around here for all your personal belongings. Don't want you to forget anything behind. And now here at Harambe, we don't like to say goodbye, as it is far too sad and far too final. So instead we say Kwaherini, which means to go well in Swahili. So go well, friends, go wild, and go make a positive impact on our planet. For my friends on the right-hand side, watch your hands, arms, feet, and legs. Those doors slide open for you. Kwaherini, everyone. Have an amazing rest of your day at Disney's Animal Kingdom.
I'm gonna get the door and the ramp.
Mommy, slowly, slowly. Good, good, slowly, mommy.
Where's your bag?
Thank you so much. Exercise for Amaya. Woo.
I want it.
Come here, everybody.
Thank you for watching.
Please subscribe me.
Don't forget the thumbs up.
Bye bye.